Indiana Senate Republicans just a bunch of perverts?
No.
Really, Senator Buchanan? Because when your Democratic colleagues attempted to protect girls and women from the possibility of having to undergo embarrassing physical examinations to prove their athletic eligibility, you said,
No.
This was never really about protecting women, was it, Brian?
No.
Yeah, we know. Earlier this week, the Indiana State Senate Committee on Education and Career Development heard amendments on HB 1041. HB 1041 would extend Indiana's ban on trans women and girls participating in sports to include collegiate athletes as well. The ban is currently in place for K-12 athletes. HB 1041 would allow students or parents to file a grievance questioning a student athlete's eligibility. And it also requires that educational institutions have a procedure in place to handle those grievances. Democratic State Senator J.D. offered an amendment that would prevent invasive physical examinations from being a part of that grievance procedure.
No student athlete shall be required, as part of resolving a grievance submitted under the section, to expose the student athlete's genitals for purposes of trying to solve that grievance.
Your amendment, you're just wanting to make sure that you're protecting students from having to show off any part of their body.
Correct.
And every single state Senate Republican voted
No.
flames on the side of my face, because not only did he vote no, Senator Buchanan then did this. Because apparently he finds all of this hilarious. HB 1041 will pass, and when given the opportunity, Indiana Governor Mike Braun will gleefully sign it into law, opening the door for literal witch hunts. So when Sharon and Dale feel like their precious Bailey is spending too much time on the bench, they will have the opportunity to question her teammates' eligibility based on their narrow definition of what they think a woman is. And we already know who is going to be disproportionately targeted by a law like this, and it's going to be women of color who have always had their gender and their femininity questioned. I can only imagine what student athletes of color and their families are feeling right now. Or any athlete who doesn't look like what they think a woman should look like. Athletes with short hair or flat chests, or athletes who are built like big old beasts like me. They're going to be subjected to physical examinations to prove their eligibility. This has never been about protecting women and girls. And never forget, Indiana, when your state senator was asked if they wanted to protect your daughters from physically invasive, humiliating assaults on their bodies, Senator Ford, Senator Yoder, Senator Kadora, and Senator Hunley said yes. And every single Senate Republican said
No.
and laughed about it.